All right. How is everyone doing this evening? Where are we at here? Ow! Burning my hand and shit. Get ready for vulgarity. I'm here. Bye. Okay. Hope everyone had a good weekend. We are here. And I think everything is going to be just fine. All right. Let's bring this back up here for a second. Where did that go? All right. Well, we might have some people jump in here. We might not. It's all right. Get started here. You guys ready? All right. Take these glasses off, which means once I get started here, so I'm going to take the glasses off, and probably not going to be able to read anything that gets put on here, but I will still see what I can do. All right. Old man in the glass. I know, man. Like, what can I say? I'm still getting used to it. I'm oddly getting used to having like random cold body parts. Like all of a sudden, like my hand just gets cold, my feet. But what are you gonna do? So, yeah, let's get started here. I had posted a poll. I'm not really sure what happened to it. That's all right. We'll see if I can find it real quick. If not, we're just going to move on. But basically, just wanted to know, do jumping jacks need to be more? Yeah, that's not bad. Thanks for joining us for the first time in chat. We're actually getting ready to do that. But I had posted a poll of what particular body parts if anyone wanted to make sure that we stretched out on the next stream. So tonight it's going to be a nice fun, again, swings, push-ups, and after that we're going to do something fun called the spine corrector, which you can easily follow along with at home if you have a foam roller or a yoga ball. So we'll find out from there. So do you like doing jumping jacks? Is that something you enjoy? I can't say I am the biggest fan of them, but they definitely work. It's a nice way to kind of work off everything that I ate. Man, I went to town on Thanksgiving, and it was absolutely amazing. You like? Well, I'm glad someone likes jumping jacks. That's good. I like them. I like watching my kids try to do them. It never works out well for them, but they try. So, but first I'm going to start off fairly simple inchworms. I'm just gonna start here and walk out to a plank position. Then I'll walk my feet back to my hands, and then walk back to a plank position and walk my hands to my feet. So generally, sometimes you'll see people do this in a gym and they go all the way across the floor, or you can just do it in one little corner of your room and get nice and warmed up from there. So what kind of jumping jacks are we talking? Like, are we just going to town here? I also find as I get older, these my knees don't necessarily like that as much, but it's gonna be all right. So as we do this again, if you're trying to follow along and you do not have a kettlebell and you have a dumbbell and you want to swing along with us, you can either take a dumbbell like so, just kind of use it as an extension, or if you're not comfortable, you don't feel like it's going to be safe enough for your back, you can stand here with two hands and come up here and just lift up and down. Or if you want to get even more fancy with it and you're able to do it, use it with one arm. So we're going to start off. Also, if you're just joining us, I say the word so all the time. And if you're enjoying an adult beverage, you're more than welcome to turn it into a adult drinking game. Or if you're actually working out with me, I would use it as a reminder to rehydrate as you're doing all of this. So fairly simple setup. Again, if you're not comfortable with this stuff, if you haven't done any kettlebells before, you're not comfortable doing that on your own, don't do it. Feel free to watch, feel free to ask questions, and we'll work along with us here. So I'm just going to start off, we're going to do 10 swings every minute on the minute. Well, first minute swings, second minute push-ups. So, drink. When we get this timer started, we're going to start working off some of that extra food I ate on Thanksgiving. Now, do not think that as me being ashamed of how much I ate. I fucking ate like a champ. And I'm proud of all the food I put away. So, here's my 60 kilogram kettlebell. We're going to get moving here. Start off with 10 swings. And 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that got us 18 seconds. And at the top of the minute, we're going to go for push-ups. Now, if this is not something that you normally do, I'm going to be doing 10 push-ups. You can follow along. Say your max is 3. Cool, stick with 3. It doesn't matter. Because again, we're going to do this over and over. So if you do 3 push-ups every time we do push-ups, by the end of this, you're going to have 30 push-ups. And that's enough. It really is. All right, we got 10 seconds here. And we're going to get moving in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Now, last time I did this, I think we added in squats. You guys think we should do squats with us tonight as well? Throw some extra weight in there on those squats. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, Rachel the rider, are you following along with us at home? Or are you just throwing out commands? Alright, we're going to add squats in here. So, here we go. Goblet squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I get the heart rate going there. Nice, nice. You can have my squats all you want. No, I don't know if we want to do that. All right. Well, good. Got people going along. This should be fun here. And as I said, as we're doing this, if you have questions, we got 5 seconds for those swings. 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, let me respond to this. No, actually, it's not scotch. That would be a good cover, but no, that might come later, but not right now. The thing to follow through, keep in mind with any of these workouts that we're doing here, they're going to be up here for 60 days. So we're doing 30 minutes of personal training, then we're doing some 30 minutes of Pilates, stretching and opening up. I'll finish that in about 8 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So if you're only able to get through half of this workout tonight, and you're like, well, tomorrow I want to be able to cool down, or I want to see what else happens. These can easily be broken up into 2 separate workouts. So if you like what we're doing tonight, and you want to watch it again, you can do the first half in the morning, and the second half of the video in the evening. All right. I'm a parent, so I know how easily the day can get away from you. It's one of the reasons why I like doing this now, because I have time to work out. I'm going to do squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew, it's getting warm in here. But it's nice because it's pretty cold earlier. So I'll take the warmth. You know, the buildings here in LA, obviously the weather's not terrible. But it's probably in the 60s at this point. But most of the insulation in these buildings are terrible. We got swings in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, you know, it's not terrible, but you would think for a city that hates to use air conditioning, they would insulate their walls much better, but no, they don't like to do that. All right, 10 seconds. I'm gonna bust out these push-ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Whew. The other thing is, I think Josh, excuse me, when I set this on there, If you're only able to follow along and do one part of this, great. I want people to feel like they can jump in at any time, play around with some of this, use it, take it, leave it. It's up to you. We got 10 seconds here. And we're going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, squat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. You watch and do what makes sense based on what's something you want to try or have ready for me. Nice. That's exactly what I like to hear. Yeah. And you know, you can send me a whisper on Twitch at any point. You're like, hey, I was trying this, that didn't work out. But as you can hear how I'm breathing now, excuse me. This is where I don't run. So I get my cardio in right here. Swings, here we go. Almost messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. That would have been embarrassing. Also, the other reason why I'm doing this is that, well, sometimes people think that a Pilates room can look like a weird sex dungeon. And it's rather intimidating for some people. 10 seconds left. That's definitely not the case. But you can use your imagination and push up. I think one of the things that most people will tell you is that this room looks intimidating. We have equipment that was based on technology as late as 1950, 58. So there's not a lot in here that you could say you necessarily see in a modern gym. Doesn't mean you can't use it to your advantage. I also think that if you're in your 40s and you're having a hard time touching your toes, this is the room for you. And squats start now. My hamstring didn't like that one. That's okay. We'll keep going here. And I also say, right now, most nights, 4, 6 viewers. The following day, see these videos have about 50 views. Stand and swing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you're one of those people watching tomorrow Thanks for stopping by. Do you also have any questions? Shoot me a whisper. Now, we're gonna have to see, because my hamstring is not too happy with that last set of squats. Right at the top of the bottom of the glute. So if it continues to act up, we're gonna have to put that away and just go with bodyweight squats. And that's okay too. Push-ups in 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 8. And I can tell you one thing. I do not want to ride my bike home tonight with an injured hamstring. Not that you guys have to do that. But there's the other nice thing about living in LA that I shouldn't complain about. I get to do that year round. So here we are. "15 seconds. We'll do some squats here. And also after the set, just know we're halfway done with the weight training portion of this. And 3, 2, 1, squat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so if you've been following along and you're halfway through this, how are you feeling? Nice. 30 push-ups. I'm going to be interviewing those calves later, make sure you did it. All right, we got swings. In 3, 1, go. I really won't interview your cats. I'll take your word for it. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Whew. Feeling good? Halfway through? Well, we'll get you back in your prime. If you want to start an old man boxing club. I don't. My arms are still bruised from trading punches with you hooligans 20 years ago. And push-ups in 3, 2, 1, go. You'll get better. All right, I think that's, as you and I talked about numerous times before, that's the point of this. There's no perfection in this room. There's no dance that you're preparing for. We're getting old, right? And for anyone watching, God willing, you get old. The one thing you want to make sure you can do is continue to play with your kids, play with your grandkids. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, squat. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm checking myself in the mirror to make sure my glutes, 6, get to knee height, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Hello to all you new viewers out there. Thanks for stopping by. Feel free to follow and set your alerts so that you know I go live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. All right, we got swings in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Should have brought the chalk when I forgot to bring that. Woo-wee! Well, I hope you guys are having as much fun as I am right now, because this is pretty freaking fun. Alright guys, push-ups. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Who we got over here? What's going on? I keep hearing noises, and so, you know, not sure what that means. It's alright. But I hope that you guys continue to follow along here and hang out, even though alright, here we go. We squat 1 right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Whew. We are almost done, guys. You're doing great. We are just moving along. Okay. Whew. Oh man. So as we get done with this, like I said, we're gonna do some Pilates spine corrector stuff. And in 5 seconds, we got some more swings here. And here we go. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh man. I need my timer. Oh, push-ups. We gotta go. 6, 8, 10. Alright. If you're joining us from YouTube, thanks for being here. Nice to see you. Elbows on the back and pillar body reverse out to the side. Is that what I'm seeing? Yes. That's exactly what you're seeing. Come on, I'm authorizing. There we go. Okay, squats. Because I really missed that timer. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going to swing in 3, 2, 1, swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. That'll be your excuse tonight. That works. Whew. So yes, Josh with his elbows. We're gonna try and keep him in the body so that my elbows at 90 degrees as I come down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Does that answer your question? Oh, nice. Nice. Well done. Whew. All right, we got a set of squats now, one more set of each, and we'll be done with this portion. So, in 10 seconds, we're going to squat. And then if you want to grab a foam roller or a yoga ball, you can join me. In 3, 2, 1, squat. Whew. Sorry, you're allowed to do like you did in middle school jail. Or is it middle school and jail? That's your story to tell, not mine, so I will let you. Whew. Holy balls. 10 seconds. All right, 5, 4. Last set, finish strong. Unlike my words, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what's this, you ask? Don't worry, you'll see. All right, we got push-ups. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Woo. Well, that's a lot of sweat. It's a good thing I bought this for. And just going to go get a yoga ball. And why not? Grab the Bosu ball as well. Now I'm going to stack all those on top of each other, so you're in for a treat. I'm just kidding, I'm not going to do that stupid shit. Alright, last set of squats in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, squat. And that shit is done. Thank God. All right. Okay. Now, my heart rate is at 157, 58, 60. Probably gonna keep going up a little bit. The nice thing is though, we can turn this off. So, if you guys remember, a few nights ago I was talking about the talking test. And if you can talk without gasping, which I clearly can't do right now. So, we're going to take a second, let everything start to calm down a little bit, relax a little bit. So how did everybody feel doing that? If you did that, or if you have any questions about that. Oh. Alright. There we go, it's starting to come down a little bit. So from here, if you've been keeping track of how many times I said so, you should be plenty hydrated right now. I think I just need someone to be like a so tracker, just so we can keep track. And if you don't drink during the stream, you can do your water after the stream. Whew. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. This piece of equipment here is called a spine corrector. Now, as I say, every time I show you guys how to do this stuff at home, I am not responsible for the structural integrity or lack thereof of whatever equipment you use. So if you don't feel like this is going to be safe for you to do at home on your own, don't do it. Everything we're going to do here, for the most part, we can do with this half Bosu ball, that yoga ball, or even a foam roller. So if you want to grab any one of those, last week on Friday, I think Josh put in a request for more shoulder opening exercises. So we're going to do that. I'm going to do it here on the spine corrector. If you happen to be a lucky individual that has one of these at home, go ahead and grab that. I'm also going to be using 2-pound weights to help get a little bit more stretch in what I'm doing over my head. I'm going to be turning sideways so you kind of see what I'm doing. Just know if you can't see my other arm on the other side, probably doing the exact same thing as this arm. So if you're using a foam roller at home, you're going to lay on it lengthwise so that your head can be supported here. Now, you're going to have an extra abdominal element because you're going to have to balance on here. So I highly recommend going fairly wide with your feet. That should help. And you're going to start with your arms up here in the ceiling. Now, what will be a little bit harder or should I say, will give you a little bit more of extension in your back, is if you use the half Bosu. Now the problem with this is you really have to make sure you get your shoulders right in the middle. And if you have a towel or anything to kind of help support your head, because for me this is fine, but as you can hear, my voice is already changing a little bit because I'm overstretching my throat. So you might want to put a towel so you lift your head, excuse me, ever so slightly. Now obviously, the same thing can be said about this yoga ball, which again, this will move on you. However, it will help you go into full extension. And obviously you can hear by my voice, my head is not quite so far back because I can rest it very gently on the ball itself. So those are 3 options you can do at home. And I guess if you don't have any of those and you have a rather reliable, sturdy couch arm that you can lay over, that might help as well. So you can use all of those to achieve the same type of stretching that I'm going to do here on the spine corrector. Now if you don't have 2-pound weights, oddly enough, you can go grab 2 cans of food from your pantry, because those all weigh about 1 pound. And the weight is not necessary, just helps add an extra layer of stretch. So as I'm here, again, you want to kind of talk as you do this to make sure that you are not going to possibly hurt your neck in any way. And I'm going to bring both arms straight up to the ceiling. Now keeping my elbows completely straight, on an inhale, I'm going to bring my right arm as far as I can behind me, and my left arm down by my side, nice and easy. Now my right arm, right there, that's as far as I'm going to be able to go for right now. That might change a little bit as we go through this. So you can see my left arm has no problem going back, and I always get it to the floor. So make sure that you too are working safely within your ability. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, right? Working safely within your own body. Thank you. There we go. Number 3. And up. This is not meant to be done quickly. I'm going to inhale as I open. And exhale back. Now as you may notice, my right arm is slowly starting to open up a little bit as it goes behind me. Number 5. And back. Number 6. And what you're really going to like is my next one. After all those push-ups, it's going to be a great way to help open the chest. This is number 7. And up. Number 8. And as I say, if you have any questions, shoot them to me, online or offline, I don't care. Number 8. You have to be careful though, because I can nerd out and talk about this shit all day. Number 9, I might have to interrupt our conversation to set my fantasy basketball roster, but you know, priorities. Number 9. And switch. And the last set, number 10. Open up and return. And switch. Now, from here, this is where we're really going to open up the chest from those push-ups. So on an inhale, open those arms nice and wide and make sure they are parallel to your shoulder. We don't want those arms back here all the way down, so we want a straight line from hand to hand across the body, which also means as you come back up, you might not see your weights. If you can see your weights, your arms are not straight up to the ceiling. So you're going to have them directly above your shoulder. Inhale, open up. Exhale, return. Number 3. Nice and wide. There we go. Number 4. Now I'm feeling this in my chest. I'm also feeling this in my right bicep. One more, number 5. Which, take that however you want. Now what I like to do here after number 5, I like to turn the backs of my hands to face each other. And then I open up wide here. This is a bit of a different stretch. Number 2. And up. Number 3. And up. Number 4. And number 5. Now, here's the one where people tend to hurt themselves by trying to go too big. So please do not do that. Respect the boundaries of your body. So arms straight up to the ceiling. On an inhale, with slow and controlled, I'm going to bring these arms behind me. I'm going to go where I can comfortably. Then bring those arms around to the side. Nice control, and then back up to the ceiling. Number 2. Now, if you are someone who happens to have like a torn rotator cuff, maybe don't do this one. Number 3. Around and up. Number 4. Number 5. Okay, now I could keep going, but there's a few other things I want to get in, so I'm going to go and reverse this. So we're going to come down. Again, this is where you want to be careful, especially as that arm rotates and you bring those palms to face each other again, and up. Number 2, I went a little too low on that one, so I'm going to go a little bit higher. Number 3, well, this is how I know I'm old, because I can say things like, 30 years ago, I broke and dislocated this elbow. So, unbeknownst to me at the time, that was also going to have negative effects on my shoulder. One more. Around and up and relax. But that doesn't mean that I can't do things with that shoulder. We just got to be careful with it. So now we're going to do things to stretch out those hips. Everything we just did, whether that was a swing, push-up, squat, very linear, right? We didn't do too many things with abduction or adduction in that set of exercises. So that's what I like to do this next set of stretching afterwards, because we're going to basically do a lot of the same things we just did with our arms, with our legs in the air. And again, you can do this with a foam roller. You're going to lay on your back here. Just carefully come down with your legs up like so. You can do this with a half Bosu ball. I wouldn't necessarily recommend doing it with that yoga ball because I think you'll roll off and it's not going to be the best, safest setup. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. However, if you have some thick pillows at home, you could certainly use that. Whatever you can find to prop your hips up in the air and kind of like gravity helps stretch your legs out. Now this is the one I know most guys feel very awkward and intimidated by doing this kind of stuff. I don't know why, but I can honestly say the thing you really want to keep in mind is that your hip is a ball and socket joint. It is designed to go out wide, to be able to move, not quite as well as your shoulder because it's a much more mobile ball and socket joint. But if you can't really get your leg out past there, you might want to start adding a little bit more mobility into your life when it comes to your hips. 2 cans of beans, I know couch cushion is great for the shoulder thing. Good, 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 good. That's what I like to hear. Perfect, use it. As I said last time, a lot of this stuff, most people are trying to do Pilates at home and replicate the equipment that we have in the studio. I'm in the studio and I'm trying to show you that you can replicate this at home. It's not a perfect system, but these things do work really well. But if you happen to have a spine corrector at home, which you probably should, they're only $500. We're going to lay down. Now, no matter what you're using, whether it's a cushion, whether it's a foam roller, no matter what, again, you want to be laying down and you want to be able to top comfortably. If you're in here, you're not in a good position. So you're going to bring your legs up to the ceiling, and we're just going to do scissor kicks. And you're going to bring your one leg to you, and the other leg as far away as you can go, and switch. Now obviously I'm not going back and forth, I'm just going here and back up. Number 2. And switch. Number 3. number 4, number 5. And now we're going to do something called bicycle. So I'm going to bend this knee and go around like I'm riding a giant bike. If you happen to be using a spine corrector, you're trying to kind of brush it with your foot. That's how low you want to try to get. 4 and 5. I'll show what's going on with my feet, and then we reverse that. So 1, 2. Okay, they look good. 3, 4, and 5. Come on through now. We're going to point your toes, open up nice and wide, flex your feet, and close. Number 2, flex and close. Number 3. And again, as we point, we're reaching through the foot. It is not a hard point. Number 4, flex and open. And last one, number 5, and close. Now we reverse that. Flex, open, point, close. Number 2. And yeah, I guess this does feel a little bit silly. I mean, I've been doing this for 12 years now. 13 years? 12? I don't really think about it anymore, but number 5. Now, the next one we like to call it helicopter. It's a bit of a mind game. So we're going to do the scissor kicks like we did at the beginning. I'm going to bring my leg back to me, one leg down, and I'm going to circle wide, come around and up, and then reverse that. So then my opposite leg comes back to me. Good, and that's one set. That's number 2. Right leg to me, circle around, close the legs, reverse that. Left leg to me, around and up. Number 3. And reverse. Number 4. Now I was just thinking maybe you could do this on the edge of the couch, but I don't think the back of the couch would let you get the range of motion off to the side on this one or on the next one we're going to do. And the next one is my favorite. These are big leg circles, much like we did with big arm circles. But what I love about these is I'm going to get a great stretch in my hip flexor here as I open up and come around. As I come back, I'm going to lift my hips just a little bit. So if you're using a foam roller, I would hold on to the side of that foam roller. And this is number 2. Around and up. Number 3. And also, number 4, not that you necessarily want to know this, but guys, the reason why I start going down first and then around is on the next set, I'm going to reverse, and I found it's a lot more comfortable anatomically to do it that way. Anatomically? Yeah. One more. And now we reverse. So come back, the hips come up a little bit, open wide, come down nice and low, and up. Number 2. And up. If your legs are shaking, probably means that you needed this, because we don't move around like this as often as we should. 5. Up. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. One more, number 10. And up. And now, when you get off out of this, we can kind of push this away from us. Or we can do the traditional ending of so. Whew, how did that feel? Use my new foam roller since my spine corrector is too hot. Oh, yeah, that's a good call. Sometimes this company here, this is a growth spine corrector. Many different companies make them. Some are a little bit higher, some are a little bit lower. The ones we have at home is a little bit higher. So, did it feel just as good on the foam roller? Tell me later. Tell me when I get home. All right. That was good. I feel a lot nicer and opened up. My hamstring that was bothering me during the squats is no longer an issue at this point. So, yeah, well, kind of. Too firm. All right, well, I'm sure we can get another one soon if you want, but we'll talk about that later. All right. Well, you guys did great. So thanks for joining me tonight. And on Wednesday, again, I'll try to put that, I'll put the poll up. Apparently I'm very tired. To see if you have any other suggestions of things you want to help open up, stretch out, warm up. Oh, yeah. Glad I could help. Any practical example that you can do at home, I will absolutely give to you. So, yeah, and with that, I will close up shop here, head home. Wednesday, we're going to be doing things on the Wonder Chair. So if you don't have a Wonder Chair at home, again, most people don't, you can use a regular chair. I'm going to see if I can't find, there's some really old, like early physical culture pamphlets floating around on the internet somewhere of chair exercises people used to do at home with a chair pushed against the wall. So if I can find any of that for examples on Wednesday, I will. But we're going to do Wonder Chair on Wednesday and probably some other fun upper body, crazy, whole body exercises. So if you guys have any questions at any point, let me know. Reach me out on any platform that you choose.